everyone, welcome back. I'm Tracy, your host for this week's episode of our intuitive weekly reading with Whitehawk for December 30th to January 5th, 2014. Now I'll go get Whitehawk, my spirit guide, whom I will consciously channel in just a moment. But as always, I like to touch back on the week previous. But before I do that, I want to take a moment to my weekly viewers who watch the weekly reading and explain to you the vlogs, because I don't believe that the people who are watching the weekly readings, or most of you anyways, or the monthly readings watch the vlogs, and that might be because there's some confusion. And the confusion is that it's really just a reading, right? It's not a vlog, and it's on various subjects. So, for instance, we've done them on ADHD, ADD, concussions. We've done some on spirit guides. We've done some, the spiritual aspect, and then we do in the physical living world. And then if you have any ideas for one that you'd like to see me do a reading on, please do. Really all it is the same as the weekly reading. I come in, I tell you a bit of what I know, or if I don't know anything, I say nothing, because a vlog is really a video blog, right? Blogs is where it's a personal view and the person writes about it. So a vlog is the video aspect of it, where I talk about something and put it on video. So I have my part in the vlog, and then Whitehawk's part is the reading aspect. And he has some really good things, to teach us everything about dying and death and suicide, and I'm just trying to think of all the other topics. So take a moment and visit the topics of the week playlist and see if there's anything in there that interests you. Have a listen, and you'll see it's very much the same format as we do here in the monthly and weekly readings. And I'd like to see you there if you could, because there's, like I said, lots and lots of information there for you. And those of you who do go there, thank you very kindly. So anyways, I just wanted to take a moment for that, for those people who maybe didn't quite understand that. Okay, so last week's intuitive weekly reading, Whitehawk had mentioned the need for change, and that we're on the edge of change, but that it's been very challenging because we are so desperate for that change to come, and it hasn't been arriving. And the stagnation of it all has been creating depression in us and despair. And he asked us to hold on because we are on the edge of change in the new year. And he also explained the importance of timing. That it is so important, because if something happens too soon, it could put us back a few months, really. So there needs to be synchronicity there in whatever aspect it is, whether it's two people coming together from two worlds. I mean, that synchronicity needs to be there, right? Because one person lands wherever it is they're supposed to be. If they land there too soon and the other person's not there yet, well then, that meeting doesn't occur, and then that doesn't happen, right? If you think of the movie Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow, it's a fascinating movie about synchronicity, and that, I think and I haven't seen it in a long time, but she gets off the subway, and one time she totally misses the person she's supposed to see, and how her life then became, like, the outcome of her life through that. And then when the other time they showed when the doors opened and she did meet this person, how the outcome of her life was so different on this side. And I'm not saying that that's how it works, because I do believe if you have a rite of passage to meet, you will. It's just the journey to that time frame that can make all the difference in your life. So have a watch to that movie if you haven't seen it. It's an oldie but a goodie. It makes you think, right? So we want the synchronicity there. So that was last week's video. So hold on if you're desperate for change. It's coming. Okay, so let's go get Whitehawk and let's see what he has for December 30th to January 5th for us. Indeed, he says. This upcoming week will be a challenging one. Not because I am saying it will be a challenging one, but because you are saying and doing and making it a challenging one. You are making it a challenging one because you want it so bad. That you want it so bad that it's the only thing you can see and taste right now. And you are completely obsessed with it that nothing else around you matters. And so you and yourself are creating the challenge. Instead of just sitting back, relaxing, and trusting in God, that what is meant for you to arrive will arrive at the most perfect moment in time. Instead of trying to make happen that which you so desperately want to happen, instead of making that, trying to make that happen, trust in us. That if you are meant to hit that marker, you shall, and you shall hit it with a bang when you do. But so many of us think that we have to do, that we have to go and get it. That there is no way that it will arrive on our doorstep unless we create it, unless we control it. And you've totally missed the mark, he says, if you cannot understand about synchronicity. You are probably creating your own challenges, your own missing of the mark, by going out and making it happen. Because one, it does not come to you as easy, because you're working so hard at it. And two, it's probably not as well written as it could be, because you work so damn hard at it. Oh yes, I'm totally going against the physical world and the no pain, no gain. That if you do not do any work, you will not get anywhere. And although this is partially true, for indeed you do need to sign contracts to move things forward, you do actually need to take steps forward to make things begin to happen, to get the energy flowing, but then you actually need to sit back at some points in time and allow the energy to flow. Allow it to happen. And I'm seeing this man standing behind his desk, or like, it's a business. So, you know, when you come into a business and you greet the receptionist, and there's this man standing behind that area, and he's standing there questioning himself, like, where are the people? Why have the people not come? And he's racking his brain, trying to figure out how to make those people come. So he's going to go and he's going to do everything he can in his power, and he's going to rack his brain to the point of probably exhaustion and desperation and disappointment because the people aren't coming, when all he needed to do maybe was to let go and let God and just let it happen. So many of you, he says, I see you worry. Why is this not happening? Where are the people? So for instance, he says, if I may use the example of this one, like, great, I'm going to get embarrassed now. She wonders, why is there so little views? Why have the people not come yet? And she too stands here and goes, social media, right time to let the video go, la la la. And she's tried everything, and she continues to try it, and she informs herself, and she reads, and she does so much, and it's still not occurring. He says, but if she would just let go and let God, she would realize that perhaps the viewership would increase by tenfold, by 100-fold, if she would just relax and let it go. So he says, my gift to you, children, is to let go and to let God. And when you let go and when you let God, you let go of the obsession. You let go of the control. And interesting things occur. I am not lying to you, children. This is a gift to you when you let go and you let God. You are not being lazy. You are not being inactive. Oh, I know that many people tell you that. If you sit on your butt and do nothing, nothing will occur. Well, I do not totally and wholeheartedly believe that, he says, for I've seen many good things occur when we've least expected it, he says. When we have no desire, when we're not obsessed, that is when we are in the chi, when we are in the flow. Allow it to just be, my children, and so much good will happen to you. But again, do not confuse this with me saying that no, you don't have to sign contracts, and no, you don't have to take baby steps. Because you do. There are certain things you need to do, he says. But you don't have to control it all. Once you do that, just allow the energy to take over. Allow the flow to occur, he says. All right, my children, God bless. That is my gift to you this week. Let go and let God. And so much more will come to you. And he's going to do his hi-ho silver thing on his horse as he takes off, right? He says, let me know how that goes, guys. He's like, hi-ho silver. It's like, let me know how that goes this week. I can't wait to hear about it, he says. That you've let go and you let God and the results that are occurring. God bless. And off he goes. Thanks. Thanks, Whitehawk. God bless. Wow. So I guess we have to let go and let God this week, huh? Nice little... So now you know my dirty little secret. My dirty little obsession. Why aren't I getting any more views? You think you do so much, right? And you want it to come. And, he's constantly, Whitehawk's constantly telling me, just, let it happen, relax. You have to let go of things and let them happen, right? It's like being on Twitter. I know part of Twitter is you have to be on Twitter in order to create those conversations with people and get people to come to you. But Twitter's like a 24/7 thing, and it never sleeps, like New York. It really doesn't. And so it will exhaust you. It really will if you don't stay off it. And so I was so shocked over the Christmas season that that people were still on Twitter 24/7, and a lot of the times it was the irony of it all. Sometimes we had the spiritual people who are still on there 24/7. Now I know they were using various apps to get their quotes out or their messages out throughout the time frame, but it was almost exhausting for that to always be there. So that was quite ironic, right? So you have to be careful that you don't exhaust yourself with that. And so yes, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. That's it. I'm done. I let go. Just see what happens then. So I wish you well this week in letting go. This is your last week to subscribe and like to be eligible for our giveaway of a reading from Whitehawk, in which you will get to ask one question, and it's about a 10-15 minute reading, and I will do it on YouTube, and then I will forward the link to you. So get in for that, and let's see what else is there. That's it. Our next intuitive reading is our vlog on Thursdays, so I hope to see you guys there. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Thanks for being here. God bless. I'm Tracy for a challenge.